here. I definitely didn't take my picture that zoomed in. Hope y'all are doing good. Happy New Year. Well, New Year's Eve for us. But this is the last day. The last day. Not a bad way to call it. The last day. Good morning. Scott, how's it going, sir? Hope you're doing good. Trying to get this thing to act right, but doesn't. There, we'll go with that one, I suppose. How about that? Hello, Joan. And she says, hi, Scott. Future. Hello. It's 40 degrees today. It's a little warmer. That ain't much. But it's 40 today. It ain't 35 out. It was so cold yesterday. We got more cold coming too, man. I just already cannot get warm. Already, I simply cannot get warm. It begins. We're pretty much on a downward slope from here. There's not going to be any warmth coming back. I mean, we got like a couple weekends of it maybe, but for the most part, until the end of February, we're going to be in a downward slope to freezing. Freezing. Yeah, I gotta get some gas today. All right, all right. What's up, people? What's up, man? I gotta get gas. So, hang tight. I am moving so slow on the last day. Yeah, I was trying to leave that note up, but I guess I took the picture too close, and it sucks. I never tried having a picture in the background before, right? So I thought I'd be sweet and figure that out. Clearly I'm not doing so well. And I went to Jack in the Box yesterday, and they didn't have mozzarella sticks. They were out of the mozzarella sticks. I was very disappointed. I hope this year they have mozzarella sticks. Jenna Lynn, hello. What are you doing? Nice to see you here. Let me get you fixed up. Hope you're doing good. Nice to see you. I'm getting gas right now. Joan, thank you. We're at the gas station. We're at 7-Eleven getting gas. Good to see you, gentlemen. I hope you're doing good. Hope the family's well. Happy New Year. Hope the young lady told you I said Happy New Year. Moving so slow today. Happy New Year, gentlemen. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. I'm back. Let's go. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Mr. Mouth, Happy New Year. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. Well, Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. We got extra light duty today, but I'm going to use the time to go mess with the tractor here in a little bit. So I'll be out at the ranch here in a little bit. road again. I just can't help myself, I'm on the road again. Who's that? Matt? What's cracking, Matt? Happy New Year, buddy. Appreciate you popping in. Appreciate you popping in. I say, where am I headed to? I'm headed to 5668. Then I'm going to 2901. Then I'm going to stop in at 4000. Then we're going to go over to this little gas station I like to go to. I like to cash checks, and they got a good breakfast sandwich too. I think we're going to smash out a breakfast sandwich while we're there. Then we're going to hit the bank. Then we're going to pause for about 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. And then I'm going to head out to the ranch where I'm going to dismantle the PTO arm on the 48-inch tiller. And I'm going to take that arm and go talk to the tractor guys and find out what I'm doing wrong. I'm going to have to go down to the tractor shop. If I don't like the answers I'm getting at the tractor shop, I'm going to have to go to a different one. So I'm familiar with the one we take the John Deere to, but you know, I called them yesterday and they just really didn't seem to have a good answer for me. I didn't like what they had to say, so obviously I am going to try to do something different. Something's wrong. I can't get that arm to link up. It's not short enough. So the 3-point arms are keeping it too far out. And the arm, the PTO bar that we have, is too long for the gap. The United guys said, just cut the thing. I said, well, bro, you know, I could just get the real deal. You know, I don't have to cut it. He says, no different. And so I think I'm going to take it down there and see what they have to say about how to cut it. Out there, have an awesome day, bro. Thank you, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Hello. Buffalo, hello. And what's cracking, town? I hope y'all are both doing all right. Manny, how's Buffalo? Is it cold? I'll get you fixed up, Manny. There you go. Now you can link up with the other people. Truck is pulling a temperature of 36 degrees outside. It's usually a couple degrees wrong in one direction or the other, so I'm guessing it's around like 36, maybe 37 here. It said 40 when I got in the truck. Now it doesn't. we don't have a lot to do today either. Cha Ram, hello. Hello, Cha. Hope you're doing good. And on this last day of the year, I hope you all have an amazing day. An amazing day. Only a couple days left on these wreaths and stuff. Gus Sanders, hello. What's cracking? Only a few days left on the wreaths. I usually change them out right on the first, so in the morning I'll pull all this stuff. Then I'll have to figure out what to do with it too. We got to check on a door over at Waterside too. Don't let me forget about that. I'm going to check on a door, see what's going on. Gus Sanders, what's up, man? Let's see what we got. Let's go see what we got. We got trash. I see trash, that's for sure. Hello, little trash bugger. What are you doing? Why are you out here? Got one more. Really, we've got two more. $30 degrees there? Yeah, dude. It was cold here yesterday. I assume that you got cold over there today. It's supposed to warm back up over here by the end of the week, though, so good news there. Good news there. Of course, after that, I think we're just going to flunk out into the abyss of cold. Into the abyss of cold. Go check the units, make sure these AC units are up and running. Let's find out. Dun, 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 dun. Let's find out. Just a quick check. Quick check is right here. All right, so all of them should be up. Now, that doesn't mean that they're working properly, just because they're on and haven't tripped a breaker. But that's like the quick way to kind of basically say that the unit's working. Let's go. Let's check this out. Do we have some alarms? Yeah, we're pulling 41 degrees here, is what the building says. RTU3, let's check you out, bro. Up and running, pumping out some heat. Okay. Okay, I like it. All right, RTU2 going. And we're solid. We are solid. What is going on? Fucking stay up, yeah. Great, shut it down then, because it's working like super stupid. Thank you. Give me the power. Client is not running, bro. Do you see it running? Go ahead, bro. Do something else. 35. Okay, I like it. Okay, this is better. Wait for these cameras to load in. Aha, here we go. We've got it. All right, we've got it. We're working. Let's go. Next up, let's get this TV on. Make sure these folks can watch some TV if they're waiting. If they're waiting. Chairs look all right. Let's roll. All right, we got to go next door and next door. Next door and next door. Damn. Gas station. Let's roll. Blood roll, people. Yes, I'll put it on, don't worry. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's go up in here. Not the first one in today. Not the first one in today. I might be the first one in, but maybe they didn't turn the alarm on last night. Maybe. Sweet deal. Let's hang. Business achieved. Let's go check out that door too. go find out what's going on over here. Let's go find out what's going on back here. All right, I need to put this on hold for just a second, y'all. All right, I'm back. Let's go see what's over here. They said the door would not close and latch. Watch out, baby. Watch out, birdie. Seems to latch all right to me. Like one of these, the key or something. Here, hang tight. Morning, Vicky. How are you? I gotta unlock this door real quick. Hang tight, yeah. It seems to be working just fine. San Diego, hello. Hello. Maybe there was another door that they were talking about. Maybe it's this back door. So that door works. Sweet new Alcon laser equipment. How y'all like that? And this stupid sensor goes off too early. All right, hang tight, guys. Okay, well, I'm not wrong. It was definitely them that called me and said that it was not working. It seems to work fine. Seems to work fine. Vicky, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So, I guess I'll just follow up with him today and say everything works fine. I guess that's all. I mean, it was working fine. Fine. She said it wasn't latching. Seems to be latching. Let's go see what's going on. Haven't seen you on Janice Explorer chat lately. Why would I be? Why would I be? And that's been months and months and months, like a year or something. the world ends at midnight, is that Australian midnight? It's my time, yeah. It's probably my time. Whatever time it is for me, that's the time that it's going to happen. That's the time that it'll happen. Hang tight, guys. I only need a few moments. Aha! We are done. If it's Texas time, then I have 16 hours. If it's Texas time, you're gonna go like 16 extra hours. You're gonna get some extra time there. Is that right? So hold on. Texas time is after your time. You're in the future. So yeah, you would get some extra hours. It would just happen at some funny time for you. That's why anytime they put a time with something, I always just start laughing. Because I already know that none of us have the same time. It's going to be noon Christian time, Christian time. I will admit this though, all those stories and prophecies, Book of Enoch and all that stuff, the giants, angels, blah blah blah, all that stuff, that is a pretty damn serious story. All right, even if it was or is a fictional tale made up by mankind and written by a man, that is one phenomenal story, isn't it? I mean, you really gotta be in depth to write that story. So to me, that's probably like one of the greatest stories ever written, fiction or not. No bearing, no matter. I ain't saying believe the stories, I'm just saying that's quite the story. Make it thousands of years, thousands of versions, endless deletes, endless additions. The longest running book of all time. We're just gonna change it, guys. We're just gonna change it. We're gonna change it this year. Human beings have an enormous capacity for imagination. You know, but to have that imagination now, I think, is very different from 3,000 years ago. To have this imagination 3,000 years ago, it's just kind of different. You know, you just never would have thought about that. But in every society, there it was. From Anubis to the Zealots. From Anubis to the Zealots. Who knows what was what? Who knows what was true? I think I'm gonna get me a truck dog. A dog that likes to ride around in the truck. Aha. Bicky. Bicky. Still hanging out with us here this morning, Bicky? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanksies. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I wish Fort Worth had some better stuff that I could do for content. I don't know. Maybe I just call it better stuff. I need a bar that'll let me put a camera in it. I'm going to go talk to some of my buddies. See if they'll let me live stream their bar. I think that'd be pretty cool to have a bar live stream going. Just woke up. Yes, I'm here. Bruce. The grass always looks greener on the other side of the fence. Yeah, that's true, bro. That is very true. I will tell you, when you have like 3 or 4 different landscaping teams that work for you, that is even more true. Yep, I think we're going to get us one of them bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches this morning. What's up? Who is that right there? Hold on, I'm doing a turn in the truck, dude, and I can't see both. Oh, shit. We've got vehicles. We've got others. It is. What's up, 3604? Here, let me get you fixed up, man. Ooh, Blackwood. I think I want everybody to type in all caps, please, so I can read while I'm driving. We want to go to the Philippines because it's different. Filipinas want to go to America, creator countries, because it's different. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. We all want things that aren't in our current reach. I'm looking to go to Dagestan. Why? Why? Your home is great. Make it great. Make it great. Be the person that made it great. Hell yeah. Blackwood, I don't think I quite understand you, though. I understand why I haven't gone to the Philippines. I don't understand why you haven't. See, I know you got beaches and stuff there in Australia. I know you got great fishing, great everything. But I know your costs are exuberantly high, just like mine here in America. Now then, the difference between us, I think, is that you have a house that you could sell and probably make out pretty well on it, and I do not. So, you know, if I had a way to snag $500,000, I'd be sitting on a beach in the Philippines. Not a tourist beach either. I don't mean that. Now, I don't really have beaches in Texas. We got the Gulf Coast, but it pretty much sucks. It's not really nice beaches or anything. Right, it's like my favorite stop, dude. This is it right here. And yeah, we're gonna get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich while we're here. And some milk. What's this say? Sosorero. ¿Qué pasó, amigo? Hope you're doing good. I went to the Philippines in 1994 for 3 months. It ended in a disaster for me back here in Australia. The Filipino wifey didn't work out. No. I would tell you that I'm not actually going for a Filipino wife. my interests are much different. Um, I grew up on the ocean, and I've been working all my life to try to get back to it. So that's one thing. I'm completely at home on the water, and I really wish I was on the water. Pretty much every day that I wake up and do anything, it's like, oh God, I'm not anywhere near an ocean. This sucks. So for me, the island type lifestyle there is like perfect for me. Perfect for me. Uh, it just so happens Filipinos are gorgeous, but so I'm not ignoring that factor, and it would likely happen, but I'm not going for that reason. I really don't care if I sit in the jungle alone the rest of my life. I do not care about that at all. Hence, it's hard to pull me away from that too. Don't believe the hype. Trust your survival instincts. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, don't worry about me, dude. I'm much more ruthless than I pretend to be. exceedingly, exceedingly more ruthless than I pretend to be. Let's go get this money. Hello, Christina. Hello, Happy New Year. All right, what's up, people? Go to the Philippines. Don't believe the hype. Trust your survival instincts. I do. I do. Sharp cookie, Blackwood. Sharp cookie, man. Christina, hello. Hello, Christina. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're gearing up for a nice celebration tonight. Hopefully, at least you'll talk to the family and stuff. They make really good bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches here. The girls in the back. Yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. You should probably make those daughters drink a Red Bull with you. All of you have to drink one Red Bull for New Year's. Just one. Blackwood, there's a lot more that I want in the Philippines. So the really the exact opposite of the ocean is also like super awesome for me. I like the jungle, so I get kind of the best of both worlds there. The fishing, there's kind of like no limit on your fishing too. So anywhere that's shoreline accessible is typically going to be like wood boats, and you're going to have fantastic fishing for small game there. But on the outskirts of that, where the wood boats can't get to, you're going to have big game hanging out there. I want to fish that all day long. White vodka before. They got some, bro. They got some. It looks like milk. Looks like watered down milk. It's super gross. Super gross. Creamy liquor. But yeah, so the fishing thing, the ocean game, scuba diving, and just that general beach outside, that one thing. The exact polar opposite of that is the dense jungles and forests, and I think what they call the bush, I call a jungle. I mean, I know what a bush looks like. We got some little bushes in Texas. So you see. And so, to top all that off, you don't have a bunch of farms using chemicals and stuff. So it's all like super fresh fruits, super fresh vegetables. And even the pork and stuff, it's probably all a whole lot better than what we're eating here. I'm eating replicas here.
Green salsa too?
No.
I just put the green salsa. Salt, pepper, thank you, my man.
Yes, sir. Ooh, look at this thing compared to my head, bro. And God bless Texas. Look at that thing, bro. Oh my God. Look at that. Happy New Year, Eugenio Sanchez. Happy New Year. Wow, that's so good. It's grill fried, grill the toast up and everything, so it's all greasy. And they use this old cheap mayonnaise. They use that McCormick's mayonnaise. McCormick's? But I tell you what, dude, it is so good. It is so good. I don't even like McCormick's. Like, I won't go buy it and put it in my home, but when I come down in here, I think it's just that different mayonnaise every now and then. Man, it's on point. Wow, it's so good. The cheap stuff often has a stronger flavor. Hello, Vicky Vicky. Happy New Year. It's so good. Let me just show you this. Let me just show you this. Look at that field of bacon. Look at that field of bacon. Oh, the bacon. Oh. Oh, that's so good. And I got them 2 white milks right there. Hell yeah, that's the wash down. Got some crisp to it. It's so good. It is so good. I wish all of you had a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich for the last day of the year. With barbecue ketchup. For me, the best thing with this is lettuce and thin sliced tomatoes. Thin sliced like Roman tomatoes with the meat in them. I don't like the tomatoes with the seeds and sauce in them. Make a BLT out of this, but with some egg and cheese on it, bro. No marriage in the modern world. You're right. You're probably right. Yeah, I have high hopes for otherwise. I have high hopes for otherwise. Let's see if we can't get this bacon on this sandwich here. Yeah. There's so much bacon. It's like bacon apocalypse going on right here. Come here, bro. Come here. Let's go over. How about that? Yeah. Bam. That's how much bacon's really on it. That's a full 2 knuckles. That's a 2 knuckle bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Look at the side of this thing. Nah, no way, dude. I like the germ. Complete weakness. I don't suffer any such weakness. I eat the germs, bro. Eat the germs, you'll be strong because of it. Quit listening to their bullshit. They're making you weak. They're making you sound weak, too. And eat more bacon. Eat that not look so good? Like the old drip right there too. You see the drip? Oh yeah. See if we can pick this thing up. We can't. We can't. Oh my god. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Important to be strong. Yeah, you gotta suffer a little bit to grow. You gotta do some suffering. And I don't really want you to do a bunch of it, but you gotta do some suffering. You know, a decent amount of it. You know, I had a lot of labor work in my life. And I'll be honest with you, them dudes that was always like trying to go wash their hands, they always pissed me off, bro. It always pissed me off. Look how like soft it is now. Oh, you see the juice come out? You see that juice come out? Oh god. It's juicy, bro. I'm gonna get that bite right there. That's the one I'm going for. What would you make? What would you make? Exactly this or what? I mean, that's more bacon than there is egg. That's more bacon than there is egg and cheese. And that mayonnaise puts it on point. Was that really thinly sliced pork that doesn't get cooked? Is that what that is? That's that Italian stuff, isn't it? Mm-mm. Why do they do that? So, like, check this out. If you're gonna be a vegetarian, why do you want it to look like bacon? Why do you want it to look like a burger? Why do you want it to look like that? You're not supposed to fucking want that. It's like they're trying to get the meat eaters to involuntarily, mistakenly buy that stuff. So they're actually trying to market to the rest of us instead of the vegans. It's some ass backwards ass shit, bro. It's the only way you can explain it. I mean, what other explanation is there? Honestly, what other explanation is there? Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time. So what other explanation would there be? What explanation would there be? Dave, what's cracking?
Collaboration between the Disappearing Act and Celine Morala. That's everything you want. Don't forget, we've got the homegirl
3 times a week. What's cracking, Dave? Hope you're doing all right. I will after I go to the bank, bro. After I go to the bank. Speaking of all that, you know, we're going to be right over here on the way. You got Google, right? On your Google, why don't you look up Como, Fort Worth, Texas. C-O-M-O, Como, Fort Worth, Texas. You about to see the little hood we gonna be in. The neighborhood. Of course, I went to school over here. I know the neighborhood a little bit better than some of the other kids. He said, go home. I am home, buddy. This is my own private Gotham City. Yeah. No, I'm not the Uber driver. I'm your daddy. Daddy Wayne, bro. Daddy Wayne, bro. Don't come up in here with that disrespect. Oh, flower. Hello. Let's go. What's up, Tone Deaf? Back on the road. That's exactly right. Benny. What's cracking, Benny? Y'all right, Benny? Benny, man, get out that Google, bro. We here, man. We here. This right here that you're looking at is Como. This is Como. Now, over here in like Southwest Fort Worth, not West, but Southwest Fort Worth, Como is the place, my dude. Yeah. People really don't be coming out over here at nighttime unless they fit in. If they don't fit in, they don't really be outside over here at nighttime. Texas is the best. Benny's not, but Texas is. Benny! Benny's our guy, though. Benny's all right, man. Y'all don't give Benny a hard time. He thinks he's funny just like I think I'm funny. You know, a lot of us think each other is funny. Some of us don't think each other is funny, but we're still cool, right? You see? Benny all right. Let's hook Benny up so he could link up with the rest of y'all. Benny, we are in the shit right here, bro. Let me show you, Benny. Let me show you. Where else do the windows have bars on everything? Bars, bro. Where else is the whole main street, all the houses on the main street gotta have the bars on it? Yeah, bro. You won't want to find out why you need those bars, neither. You don't want to find out about that. Nah, you got the aluminum fences so people can't put their hands on them. You got to put the bars around your area. Hey, you ain't playing around over here. This Como, my dude. This Como. Now, we ain't on the west side and we ain't on the east side. This is Southwest Fort Worth. This is the hood in between the hoods. West side, they got their own. East side, they got their own. South side and north side is both Mexican. So we ain't talking about no Mexican hoods, are we? We ain't talking about north and south. You ever been to a north hood or a south hood? I've never even been to a north or south hood. All right, like I've been to some hoods too. I grew up in ATL, Miami, all right, here in Fort Worth, Texas, Dallas. I gotta tell you guys, there ain't no north and south hood. North and south is always Spanish. North and south. South side ain't never been white. It ain't never been black. It's always Spanish. All right, I'm just saying, y'all ain't never gonna have no south side. Nope. It's true. It's true. No matter what city you go to. I don't understand how they got that done in every city. That's some like sure white shit right there. How did they get that done in every city? You would think that they'd be able to pull some shit off that is that giant of a fucking caper that all of the north sides are always going to be Mexican, bro. All the north sides. Ain't never going to be no black north side, bro. It solely resides for east and west side. Samson, what's cracking? What's cracking? And take your shit, at least because you don't want to carry the same shit into 2026. I did actually. I'm hoping to hit 3 today. 3 shits. 3 shits. Go home to my family. There's no family. I am a lost cause. It's 10 minutes there until 2026. What you gonna do? You about to take a big ass gobbler of a shot or what? A gobbler of a shot, bro. You should be taking like a 2 ounce, maybe 3. One that makes you gulp. Whoop, whoop, you know? Make you Give you the fish face. I really feel, oh God, fucking always getting accosted when all I want to do is go to the ATM machine. Bitch better not come over here, you. Swear to God. What she's going to, she's harassing that person at their window right there. And then it's going to be come over to me. And then it's going to be come over to me time. Open the door, bro. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get out of here before this happens. Confirm. Thank you. Thank you for being so good today and helping me get out of here quickly. Help me escape. Come on, motherfuckers. Let's go, bitches. Before that bitch tries to intercept me, I'm about to have to like take. God damn, here we go. Here we go. She's gonna try to come get me. Fuck my life, dude. I can't deal with this shit anymore. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Alright, we're good. Alright, we're gonna escape. We made it. We made it. No interception. We made it. Oh, how y'all feel? We made it, bro. We got lucky today. We got lucky. Ooh, I dodged it. Hey, man, I am so sorry, guys. Like, I'm a very helpful person. Genuinely nice, too. Take care of people I don't know. I don't give a shit about none of that stuff. But I give a shit if you don't do it for yourself, too. Then I give a shit. Then I'm like, well, when does this end? You know, like, am I just helping you today? Or, you know, is it going to be every day that you breathe? Or, you know, how's that work, you know? And so to me, I like just completely expect everybody to perform at my level or better. Oh, good luck with that, son. Good luck with that. But, I mean, you understand my meaning there. It's not really like my level, but like you should have some bare minimums like I do. You know, I have some pretty bare minimum stuff too. Like I ain't like doing all that well in life or anything, you know. But I got my minimums and I ain't out bothering nobody, and you know, yeah, I can even still help others every now and then, you know. But I don't understand the walking around bit and asking for help. To me, you know, you gotta have a longer answer than that. Oh yeah. That's what's so sour about me is I have expectations of others. People can't stand that shit, bro. Oh, wow. You got expectations? Oh, God. Oh, God. Really? I'm like, nah, dude. I'm just here hanging out. I don't want to get anything done. I'm just going to kick it on the sofa, bro. Drink me this cold until it's over. Oh, yeah. Give me a Budweiser. Chill on the corner until I'm like 90 years old. I'll be the oldest motherfucker chilling. I make so much fun of all this shit, bro. That's why people can't stand me, dude. People can't stand that shit, dude. When you treat them like they're actually an equal, when you treat them like they're an equal, people can't stand that shit, bro. Yeah, I always treat people like an equal. I'm always like, well, you should be able to run as far as me. Fuck you if you can't, yeah. You gotta get your fucking feet together. You know, if you can't, I suppose, you know, you kind of telling me everything I need to know. You can't be on no jogging trips with me. You ain't going hiking. You ain't going there with me. We ain't hiking buddies. You see there? That's what I mean, you know? Like, there ain't no real equality. Equality is superficial. Equality is a word that you use because you need a handout and nobody gave you anything. So you cry and say, you're not treating me fairly. You're not fucking qualified. You can't cry because you're not qualified and blame others. You know, you just can't do that. You know, you ain't qualified for this ride. It's all right, dude. It's all right. There's other rides. I remember the first time I got in an equal type argument. And so I asked this chick, so I asked this girl, and I said to her, I said, well, if all men are equal, how come you married that guy? And then all of a sudden, we're not all equal. It's so weird how so quickly you aren't actually equals, right? Right? Well, he's very charming. Well, I guess that means another guy wasn't very charming. So now all of a sudden, we're not equals. He's above me in his charm. You see what I mean? And so this whole idea, the fundamental idea that there's an equality is absolutely incorrect. So everybody might be able to be a cashier, but can't everybody be an accountant? But everybody can't just be an accountant. I'm sorry. I don't want a fucking dumbass fucking counting higher numbers for me and trying to make stock market moves with my portfolio. I'm sorry. No. Fuck no. Go sit your fucking ass somewhere and shut up while you do it. You know, like, if you're useless as fuck, right? And all you're really ever gonna do is be a cashier or a shelf stocker, and we had to train your ass to do that shit, I mean, that's on you. That's on you, but don't pretend you're equal to me. Don't fucking pretend that shit. I will blow you out the water. Oh, yeah, in all sorts of fields, too. I ain't talking about just cashiering. I love hearing that shit, too, my dudes. Do y'all ever hear these folks? They're like, I got a job. And I'm like, what do you mean? I work at Subway. And I'm like, what? That's not a fucking job, you dickhead. You know, it's not a job designed to fucking sustain an adult's life, that's for sure. I'm sure some of y'all understand what I mean right there. You know, like, why would a Subway fucking making sandwiches job ever fucking pay your mortgage? That's the dumbest ass shit I ever fucking heard of. That's the dumbest ass shit I ever fucking heard of. I mean, like, be honest with yourselves. Like, the cashier role wasn't meant for you to have 3 kids on. And then you said, well, my job doesn't pay me enough. They should pay me more. To do what? The job that you accepted? They were like, we offer this much money for this job. And you was like, okay, I'll take it. And then you're running around bitching that you don't have time off, or you don't have the right days off, or you don't get enough insurance, or you don't get paid enough. Well, you don't have to fucking be there either. You know, so is it your qualifications that have you trapped? Is it your own suck ass input on your own life that has you trapped? You know, this is a thing. And so I don't mind helping others, but what I mind is people that aren't out there genuinely trying to do better. That's what I don't really jive with. And some people, you know, they understand that, and other people are like, oh, Bruce, I'll just help anybody that needs it, blah, blah. I'm like, well, that's why they're dependent on your help, you know, because, you know, otherwise they're not going to do it for themselves. And so that's a thing. That's a thing. People hate that shit about me, bro. But it's so weird, though, because everybody that's ever looked over at me had expectations of me. Like, I wasn't supposed to be asking them for money or nothing, you know? And I gotta tell you, there's no help for some of us out there. Some people have help, you know? And can get help, and that's great, but some people don't. And there's no option to go sit under the bridge. That's not an option. Well, I'm just gonna go over to this little patch of trees right here where nobody uses. They don't use it. That's not in that neighborhood or anything. That doesn't belong to anybody. I can use it. I'll build a box in there. I'll store all my trash in there. It's the dumbest ass shit I ever heard of. Some people are like, I choose not to partake in society. And then those are the same people that are like, you owe me money. You owe me money. Do you know that the program's no different anywhere else? Do you know, like, if I went to Russia, you know, the successful people are wearing suits and they have clean-cut appearances and they have bank accounts and wives and kids and nice houses and they get a new roof when they need one, and it's because they read fucking books. Oh shit. They read books and then they apply themselves from the books that they've read and they gain experience. And guess what happens from those two things? Not necessarily success, but you increase your value. And when you increase your value, what naturally happens? Well, you increase your lifestyle. Oh shit, and then you don't have to live in the fucking trees or the ghetto or any other fucking dumbass place. Like, you know, for me, these things have been obvious on the television since forever. This red light is blinking and this person's been sitting here this whole time. I'm just going to politely drive on. Just going to politely move along. And I think that opened up. Yep. That helped him. She got the point. He got the point. La La Land is over. Blinking red light. Stop and go, baby. Stop and go. So for me, I don't know, guys. I don't know. You know, I don't mind helping somebody, but you know, everybody needs a long-term solution for reality and helping themselves too. Now, some of us choose to be a cashier, right? And I'm good with that. Here's what's up. I'm all right with that. Go be a cashier. What I'm not good with, and I'm going to say this boldly, you cannot blame anybody the fuck else for that lack of skill in the job market. What? Wow, I almost ran that red light. You really can't blame anybody else for your lack of value on the job market. So let me put it like this, all right? And some people say, well, I'm good at being a cashier. Okay, that's fine, except that it takes me like 2 days to train a cashier, right? Maybe a day if they're good. If they have any worldly technological button pressing skill to them at all, they're going to be good, right? Now this means that I can take basically any human from a legal working age up and turn them into a cashier in a day or two, and then, you know, let them sit there and follow you until they're the best at it, right? So to me, that means you have an overabundance of availability of cashiers. When you need a cashier, there's a whole football stadium of applications that show up, all right? And it goes right back to, you have not made yourself valuable. You chose to be a cashier, which is cool, except when you say they don't pay you enough, except when you say it's everybody else's fault that you're a cashier, and that's the only job experience you can write on the next application. If that's the sum of your application, you know, why would you earn $50,000 a year being a cashier? What are you cashiering? Jesus Christ. How good are you? Like, are you really down at Walmart thinking they should pay you 50 grand a year? Seriously? Seriously? So, I mean, like, for me, there are great expectations of each and every one of us. And we all have these great dreams, places we want to make it to in life. But we don't consider those costs. We draw up the dream, we dream it up, and there it is. And I respect that, I like that. I do that exact same thing right alongside everybody else. But then somewhere along the lines, we forget how to fund our dreams. And then we say, oh, well, our dreams are too hard to fund. And then we get complacent and we become happy without fulfilling our dreams. And it all just goes back to that simple thing. It's just choice. It's too easy to choose to be a cashier. It's too easy. Too many people have the ability to be a cashier. So you have not set yourself apart from the rest of the cattle. You are just one of the herd. And one of the herd can be anyone else. There's nothing special there. You don't deserve $50,000. Just because you're breathing doesn't mean you shouldn't have to take care of yourself and all that, you know. And so for me, I really do. I think helping others is great, especially those that are really out there putting in their effort to change, to do better. I'm going to say it like that because change really kind of implies there's some sort of derogatory thing, but you know, more often than not, thing is brought on by ourselves. It's our own challenges that bring on the idea that we don't make enough money, or we don't have a big enough house, or we didn't do this, or we don't have this. So it's our own challenges that create that. You know, whereas if you looked at me, I'm single, no kids, no wife. I mean, what challenges do I have? I don't have any challenges, you know. I got to keep a roof over my head. Everybody looks at me and says, well, that's normal, Bruce. I said, yeah, it sure is, actually. That's why you don't see me complaining one bit about it. I love it. I love taking care of myself. I love being able to. I love being able to buy a new pair of shoes every month. I love being able to throw a buddy, you know, $100 and say, hey man, put this towards some college or something. You know, I love being able to do that. And I can't think of a day that I would trade this for any other version, like sitting underneath a fucking bridge. Yeah, it's just me, you know. Now, maybe I got a tiger inside me that some people don't, but ain't no bullshit going on here. There never really has been either. I've never been a bullshit person, you know? Whereas I might sit around, I don't often enough do it without having accomplished and gotten some appropriate things taken care of already. It's just wildly inappropriate. All right, so here is the hospital across from my home, and its true form and size. Look how big that is. And you don't see the other side of it there too, so really it's all that. That's how big that hospital is over there. And these are still part of it. You can't even really see my apartment. That's how big that hospital is. But we're close to it. Could take a right there. We're still chatting on this. And this is like crazy important stuff. The things that we find to be enough are not really enough. not really enough. It's actually never enough. Some people don't know that too. And that's a super like fucked up thing. All right, here's the deal. And this is fundamental for everybody, because there is no I stopped. There is no I got to this level and just came to an utter halt. There is no I stopped. All right, so with that in mind, let's say the first year you go out and you work, you were making zero before you got that job, and let's argue that now you're making $25,000 a year. All right, well, now you live to that measurement, $25,000 a year. Well, 2 years go by, and now not only are you educated in your job, but you are also experienced in your job, right? And so now you're educated and experienced, and now you're making $50,000 a year. Now, when you were making $25,000 a year, there's some shit you didn't have. And now that you're making $50,000 a year, you're going to make sure you have those things. Better shoes. I don't know, a nicer apartment. Blah, 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 blah. Now then, 5 years go by, and now you're making $75,000 a year. And you're saying, oh shit, well, I guess once again I'm going to grow again. And every time you increase your income, you will have a phase of growth where you naturally start utilizing your new funding to better fund your own results. And nobody can argue this with me because I'm not stupid as fuck. All right, so as you grow as a person, so too will your wants and interests. Today, traveling is a dream. Tomorrow, it could be boring to you because you've traveled everywhere. And so, there's some weird things. Then all of a sudden you don't want to travel places. You want to live there for 6 months at a time. Well, that's a whole different cost, baby. That's a whole different cost. Now you're talking about how to create income when you don't have a job. Where'd you get all this money from? So again, I truly believe what we don't really stop. And the things that we want just sit there evolving and getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And, a cashier ain't going to be able to do those things. And that's cool. Go be a fucking cashier. Just don't say shit to all that stuff. Because, to be real honest with you, you could have chosen differently. And I hate that some people didn't or don't. Especially smart people. What I see a lot of is the smart person. They went out, they got a degree. And they say it just like that. I got a degree. They don't bother stating what type of degree they got. They just say, yeah, I've got a college degree. And that right there is the telltale sign. They got a degree in bubble gum. They went and they got a degree in bubble gum, right? And now what they're saying is, I got a degree. So some people say, well, I got a BA. And so they're a little bit more specific, but that's a bachelor's administration. And I just, or business administration. And I just want to say that's like being trained to type. It's retarded. All right. Some people, they're good on Facebook. So they went out and got a business marketing degree, a BM. right? Which is also bullshit, right? And then they walk around saying, I have a degree. I'm college educated. I should be worth $78 million a year. I should be driving Cadillacs. And they don't really account for the fact that they went out and got a high school degree. You know, they've been being trained for the last like 15 years to do research. And then they went out and chose the easiest, quickest degree that they could get that would give them a degree so they could say they had a degree, which doesn't make you capable of licking the back of a stamp. Shit. Y'all gotta worry about people. They expect so much for limited input, limited effort put forth, limited results. And if you go and you talk to these people and you ask them questions like, what are they doing to create solutions? And there are no answers. There are no answers. There are no answers out there. And it kind of just makes you wonder, you know, like, what is this person going to do when they're 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, 90 years old? How are we going to get this worked into where they're living okay? My grandfather, he worked till he was 75, and then he retired. And then like 6 days later, he was like, I'm going back to work. And then he worked until he died. He basically died at work. Not really, but you understand what I mean. The man didn't necessarily have the ability to retire, but he wasn't broke by any means. Grandma lived greatly after he was gone. So they had their things taken care of. But yeah, at the same time, he couldn't sit at home. He couldn't just sit and be retired. We all need things to do. That growth really continues until the day you're gone. And that is when it stops. There's no real days off or anything like that. There are no days off. There are no days that you're gonna not have an opportunity to grow, to do better, and that's the real deal right there. That's the solid answer is better. So what I want to do this year is better. That's what in all things, in every aspect, in every department that there is. The way I talk with people, to keep my home, how much money I spend, you know, just every version. I say better. I say everywhere I look, I have room to be better, and I can make improvements that have positive, solid impact on. And you know, I think that's my thing this year is I want to do better in all things. I want to do better. Yeah. I want to do better. I mean, I don't care what department you look in. I want to do better. Make more money, spend less money. Make more and spend more. I want to double up some categories. You see there? You see there? And I think to myself that's the real ticket. We're all sitting around saying, well, what is the one thing you're going to do better? And I say to myself, that is the waste of a fucking year. You got so much time on your hands. Even those of us that work all the time and stuff. You know, we got all that we can be, but we don't. But we don't. But we don't. Guys, I haven't been reading, but let me turn and I'll catch up some. It's no good being a cowboy and eating all those beans. You're better off traveling on somewhere you've never seen. That's exactly right. I'm calling out sick today, Funkadelic. My goal is to call out more. We have here now this guy. This guy. Are you really sick? Are you playing hooky, bro? That's funny. That's funny. I like that. My goal is to call in sick more often. The cattle grazes on. That is true. That is true. Happy New Year. Mitchley is here. Hello, Mitchley. It's always such a blessing when Mitchley pops in. Always such a blessing. Thank you. 22 likes today, huh? I like that. I like that. I like that. All right, we're on easy street for a couple hours, and then we're going to Jackwood Tractors. In the meantime, I'm going to try to remember to charge my phone, and we're going to continue the saga of success. Yes, the saga of success. The saga of growth. Oh, God. People hate that so much. And all of a sudden, I'm like, yeah, Candyland's over, brother. You know, there are some folks that hate it really, really more about me, though. There are some folks that they're all bored, they're all right with it. They're kind of a little on board. You know, and these folks are generally like working class people that know they can't just bullshit tomorrow, right? But then there's folks that I would say aren't the working class. They're not putting in any work, right? They're not going to school, they're not going to work, they're just kind of existing. And that's Candyland to me. That's like fairy tale. Fairy tale would be like, I don't have to work. That's a complete fairy tale to me. And so there's some people, they ain't never really had like a real job or anything, you know? And I don't know if they know or they just don't exist in planet Earth with us, but heck, sooner or later, the old train's gonna catch up. And then they're gonna be telling they don't have any skills. They don't have any applicable skills. Tough, tough. Let's go. Let's go. He says, I'm not sick. Hold on, let me read this. I'm not sick. Getting written up or fired. I may even get written up or fired. All right, I like it. I like it. A mix of approved time off and 6 call out. Now, you know, you ain't the first cat that called out then. Still playing skin flu. Who is that? What's up, man? The lard people? Y'all in these names crack me up, bro. Why y'all always got hateful stuff to say, too? You crack me up with that, too. I like it when you come in and you hate like that, dude. I like it. You know, there's a lot of people that get, like, super offended. All right, but, man, I do not suffer any such weakness. I don't, all right? Wrong guy. There's dudes that do suffer and waddle in weakness, but you're not talking to one of them. Long day for you, my friend. Long day. you know, you have full English language at your disposal too. And those are the words you selected on this day and this time. I mean, look at it, it's right there. And when they look back in history, like 200 years from now, right? And there's your book sitting there. They're going to open the book and it's going to say, on this day, look at the dipshit and how he was acting. Ugh, long day, bro. Long day. Tough. Tough like that. And getting owned right when you walk into a chat room, bro. I can't believe you. I can't believe you. You need some milk. Need some milk. Funkadelic. Did you leave those candles on while you were out? I sure did. Now, the one is actually an LED lamp, but that is an on fire candle. And yes, I sure did. Sure enough. How you like them pen holders, though? How you like them pen holders, bro? I mean, when you got class, you got class. I don't know, some folks ain't got no class too. I've seen some of them in my time. Pen just be on the, your pen would just be like this. I mean, I ain't saying that's not classy. I'm just saying this is classy. I don't actually know what this is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to hold a single flower, but it holds my pen. Yeah, la, 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 la. And then I think this was supposed to hold a candle. Glass face holds my fake metal pins. Enjoy that. Oh shit! You have fallen. You've been saved. That thing's just a little too high. Bam. Nope. Didn't hit it. Didn't hit it. Look at that. The view is no good with this. That's the wrong thing to keep me in. What's going on, Chess Rich? What's up, bro? I got trolled a little bit today, Chess. Trolled. So now we're at the Bat Cave. I'm depressed because I got trolled so hard. I think they ruined my shine, but I'm brilliantly bright. It's wild. It's wild. Things go wrong for others. How are you, Chess? Getting ready to do something tonight? Matets. What's up? Play some music for me. Tets, we're just at the Bat Cave. You know, chilling. Alright. Been to the bank. We did some running around and stuff. Things are right. I'm gonna go work on the tractor here in a little bit. That's exactly right, Chess. You seem like you like as old as me or something. Persian version. Is it like, no, gosh, no. Wrong guy, bro. Wrong guy. Your name is so silly. Oh. No. I always love the fake laugh. No, you have a silly ass name. The Persian version. It's like the pervy version. Hey, you gotta keep in mind, I'm quite less immature than you. Well, slightly. Sign of an adult. Yeah, I do suffer some of that. I do. I got some. You're not Persian. Where do Persians come from? Persia? You're not a historian, are you? Another sign of being an adult, like I read a few books. I ran. Oh. Okay. So, what sets you apart from being Iranian than Persian? It's an ethnicity. Oh, is that right? Is that right? And how many generations before you are there? Like 5, 10, 55? So for thousands of years and many generations leading all the way up to you, you rolled into my chat room and acted like a dickhead. You realize the embarrassment that you are, right? Your entire lineage right now is like this fucking idiot. That's right. Your entire lineage, all of the Persians, the whole Persian army, they're all like, this guy's a fucking embarrassment. And it's okay. I know you think it's cute because you're on the internet and whatever excuses you from being a reasonable person. But, to me, I think all the people before you are embarrassed by you. And I think they should be. I think your friends should be embarrassed by you. I think your boyfriend is probably embarrassed by you. I mean, like, get some self-respect, Dude wakes up and needs an audience. No. Wrong. I wake up and I go to work. I like that shit. So I like to go to work when I wake up, which doesn't seem like that's something you're doing right now. I went to work like 3 hours ago. We're good. I'm on like a sit-down break. Then I'm going to go work on a tractor. I wear many hats during one day. It's great. It's great. Only women need this type of attention. You might be right there. Typically, I would say you're probably right. And I would actually argue that no, they don't. No, they don't. That's a symptom. That's a symptom of thinking about other people than themselves. Dave, I am retired, you muppet. There's no such thing. You're just sitting at home in Persia, fucking Iran. Is that what you're doing? You're probably sitting around over in Iran talking about how awesome Iran is. How awesome it is to be in Iran. Oh, so you know Iran sucks, huh? Yeah? How many times did you go to Iran, yeah? How many times you had to fucking be in Iran where it fucking sucks? Well. I think here's your thing. I think you act one way, but you don't like it when people treat you like that. Yeah, that place sucks too. That place sucks too, along with your mouth. I do play video games still, even today, and I did out there. Iran fucking sucks, and all them other dumbass countries do too. That's exactly right, and it's not Islam that's a disease, it's the whole Muslim culture. The whole keep it from turning modern. Anything we can do to make sure how the fuck are those countries going to be so fucking old and aren't more modern than Canada? The fucking Canada sucks enough. I said it. Yeah. Hey, you want to know what's not much different? You want to know what's not much different? Short of all the war. Short of all the war, you're going to like this. You, I think, will particularly like this. I think somewhere inside you got a little softness. Where you say you live? L.A.? Oh, yeah. I'm about to fuck your whole day up. L.A. sucks, too. Like most of California sucks. Like that fucking homosexual y'all got running the place. Gavin taking dicks in the mouth. Newsom, is that his name? Taking cocks right in the fucking mouth in the ear. L.A.? Yeah? And man, I gotta tell you, bro, I'm not on board with y'all. I think you need to stay and suffer what y'all did too. I think they need to put up another wall, like one to block off Mexico and one to block off California, so y'all don't fucking run from what you did. Oh, good. That's good. I'm glad. Are you always so good? No, no, just to people that come in and act like you. Just to those people. You see, you could have been cool. You could have been cool, but you didn't come in cool, bro. I mean, you could have been John Travolta, Pulp fucking Fiction cool. But instead, you came in. Let me say this. And then you got this. What are y'all gonna do about gas? That's a real question beyond all your fucking dickhead bullshit. You are so sensitive. No, I'm perceptive. There's a difference. You fucking twit. Are you always such a dumbass? Ooh, you said no. I'm perceptive. I saw what you did, you fuckhead. And then I treated you like the fuckhead you were. And that's something people don't like about me. You see, I'm tall enough to do that to you. I'm tall enough that if you treat me all funny, I might treat you funny back. See, all the others, like Dave, he been in here 1,000 times before. Even like Dave might have some shit going on in some of them other places. Give a shit what Dave's got going on. I always treat Dave like he's Dave. But you a bitch. Bruce, good morning, Miss G, yo, babe, auntie. What's up, yo? This is all coke. Yeah, big boys. That's right, I like them like that, man. There's no fears. You're wrong. And I still don't mind revolving these fuck yous all in your eye. You see, you should have came in being John Travolta cool, but you didn't. Now you're welcome to start being John Travolta cool. Yeah, everybody been there and done that, bro. I'll poke you in the fucking eye, end your day, urinate in your face. Hey, dude, I'm just saying. Don't tell me about who you are and shit. Shut up, yo. No, don't worry, Matt. Don't worry, Matt. I'm only giving it back to him. I don't give a fuck about him. You know why he goes around doing that, right? I mean, think about those dynamics for about 13 seconds. And you start drawing all sorts of funny little conclusions. Like, why would somebody do that? So now, obviously, he's in LA, right? So what time is it there? About 5:30 in the morning. And this is what he wakes up and does. He walks into random rooms and starts running his penis breath mouth at people. And then when they start talking shit back to him, he's like, "You're mad. You're mad. You're such a mad guy." No, bro. You know what? Here's the real deal, man. I actually can't take advice from somebody who has cock breath. I can't do it, man. I fucking can't do it, dude. I'm sorry to put it to you like that. Like, I was going to take your advice. My bad, Miss G. Like, Miss G, this is sometimes what happens. Sometimes you got, it's a little boring. Sometimes people ain't talking to me and shit. And I'm just in a live stream like, woohoo, here I am. And then Dickhead came. He couldn't be cool. He's mad at me because he couldn't be cool. He was treated like he couldn't be cool. I think he thought that we was all going to be like, that's really cool, yo. Oh, he's really cool. That dude's so awesome. I mean, like, did you think that, son? Hey, man, listen, like, go in and say what up to people, man. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Stephen Tingley, what's up, yo? Canada. Boots. Yeah. Boots is good for everybody. Talking about boots. Where your boots been, huh? All right, boots in Canada, huh? Canada. I have Few Canadian friends, few. And one of them was a young lady named Jasmine that I went to school with. And Jasmine is off the chains, bro. Off the chains. One of them Canadian good looking girls, like homebred Canadian girl, bro. Oh. And she had a nice accent too. I will tell you that. Some lingo I never quite understood and stuff. And then when I was a lot younger, we had, and this was like when I was like 15, 16, I worked at this health club. And we had some hockey players that played, and they came to the health club that I worked at, so it was kind of cool. Now, Bruce, he's most likely one of those trolls that has multiple devices, and he does get limited out. Oh, like he's serious, bro. He wants to troll. I mean, he woke up angry as fuck. All right, life sucks. He was like, I am gonna get online, but I'm gonna be rude. It's his favorite dance, dude. In fact, it's accepted so widely that he commonly does this, or he wouldn't have came in here and did that. It would have been embarrassing for him. Now, it just so happens most people just toss him out. All right, but every now and then he gets a reaction like I gave him, and it fuels him. That's the gasoline he works off of. It's not necessarily how you react. It's that you paid him attention. And he needed that, so I hooked him up, man. Don't worry about it. Don't be offended. Listen, you have to, this is crazy. This is crazy. It applies to like racism and everything. This is crazy, right? This is a crazy concept. If you came to me and said, Bruce, the way you like your burgers sucks, it's wrong. And I'd be like, the way I like my burgers sucks and it's wrong. Fuck you. That's what I'd say. I'd say the way you like your burgers is wrong. Mine are fine, right? And I would be so confident in that. I would never even care what you said, even though I know you and we hang out and all that. If a stranger came to me and said, Bruce, your burgers suck and the way you like them is wrong, I would be like, what? Fuck you. Like, what are you talking about? Your burgers suck. Just like I'd tell you, because I would be so confident in my burgers that I would never question myself. So one of the roles when somebody says something to you, and what's up, Vegas? I just want to know if you took a poop this morning. I took one so far, and it was good, and it was good. It was really intoxicatingly good. I was so happy afterwards, really. I sprang up with like new speed. It was great. All right, let's let the dude go away. He ran away. He didn't want to hear any more about himself, I suppose. That sucks, bro. Vegas, I got trolled today. I got trolled so hard today. I came home from work. I did a poop and it smelled really bad. That's horrible, Dave. That means you're not doing so well on your stomach and stuff. Drink more water, Dave. And I hear that wheat shots will help too. Wheat shots. Pineapple juice. Drink more water, Dave. More water. You know, for like 2,000 years, all we had was water. I think people forget about that. Hannah Jane. What's up? Hello, Hannah. All the girls are here now. Is Mitch Lee here? Is she hiding? Christina's here. Hannah's here. Where is Mitch Lee hiding at? Hold on. She might be here. She might be here. I almost had, the whole family. Happy New Year. What time is it there? So it's 7:45 a.m. here, so 9:45 p.m. 2 hours, is that right? 2 hours, 15 minutes? All right, bye. Is that like hi, bye? All right, have a good time. I hope you guys get into some fun tonight. Not too much fun, all right? Leave some fun for next year. Leave some fun for next year. Happy New Year to you both. All three of you. Yeah. Well, I hope that you have a good time too. I think probably doing some cooking or something tonight. I would assume that's what I saw on all the other channels. Everybody was trying to cook something, and there was a lot of people in all the channels, like a lot of people out there. Oh, good, good, good. That's important. That's important. Enjoy those nights. Enjoy those celebrations. They only come around a few times. Like even if he was like 50, that's only 50 times that this happened. Yeah. I'm just letting you know I'm watching you. That's good. That's good. That's good. I hope you probably drink some more water and do that more often. Android, what's up? Greetings from Merida, Venezuela. All right. Is that Mer or Mir? Merida? Merida? Dave. What's cracking, Dave? What is so funny, UK, Dave? What is going on in the UK, too? Still watching. Thank you, Mitchley. What is going on in the UK? What did the king do? That's what I heard. I like it. I like it. He pulled a boss move out there. Is that what I heard? Is that what I heard? Is that what's going on out there, Dave? Did the king pull a boss move and tell Parliament to get out? Yeah, is that what happened? I would feel like you would probably know a bit more about it being over there on that side of the gig and all. I would think. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Did Dave go silent? Dave went silent. Dave was like, I don't know anything about that. Have y'all tried the little video games and stuff on here? Have you tried the video games? I think that I am going after trying one of these video games. Oh, my bad. Hold on, how do I change that? Oh, I'm hitting every button but the right button. How do I change this? Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. You don't know anything about that. Oh, interesting. Interesting enough. All right. All right, what are we going to do? And so, since you can still see chat, you can probably help me find words and stuff like that. There's probably a game that you could try to help in. What huddle? Let's see what this is. Russ, what's cracking? All right. You have 6 tries to guess a 5-letter word. Letters that are green are in the correct spot, or letters that are in the correct spot will turn green. Letters in the word, but in the wrong location, will turn yellow. Okay, let's find out what's what here. I suppose that seems like a game. Letters that are not in the word will turn gray, peaks. You may only guess using valid words, and the answer may contain the same letter more than once. Correctly guess all 5 words to complete the daily hurdle. Okay, okay. So how do I move forward? I close that. All right, so it could be any word. What? All right, so does it not give me like a hint or something? All right, so we're going to go with R. L, S, T, and N. What? What's supposed to happen here? Enter the word must be found in the English dictionary. Try Janny. Janny is not a word at all. So we need a 5-letter word in the English language, and it'll basically tell me a letter. Okay, so heart. Enter. Boom. H and the A. All right. The A is in the right spot. The H is just part of the word. So now the next word that we guess has to have an A and an H in it. Now the A is in the right location too. And so what could we do? Not shape, because the E is not in the word, right? Not shape. All right, so that word is out. But the A sitting right there is a little funny. And it can't be health, because that means that H would be in the right spot too. So it's not health. Yeah. Who's got a guess here, bro? I have no idea what this next word could be. The H is in the word. The A is in its place. Nope. Okay. An N and an H and an A in the word. Chain. Wow. So chain. Well, no, I's not in it, brother. I's not in it, brother. Thank you for helping. I is not in it. I is not in it. So the A does go right there, but the N and the H can go anywhere. Oh, what word is this? This is ridiculous. So it can't be drain either, because drain doesn't have an H in it. Hern. What about Hern? No. There's no other E, and the A goes right there. So if the A goes right there, what about snaps? Snap. All right, so now we know that so it's got to be SHA. All right. So what other shank? The N does have to go, doesn't it? So we're gonna try shank. What other words go there? I guess it could be Shane. No, there's no E. There's no E. And there's no R, so it's definitely not shark. So, I mean, shank kind of just feels like a reasonable word, I think. I mean, dang. English, and the rules are, if to get over the hurdle at the top up there, you got to use the letters available to make a 5-letter word. And then it's going to tell you if you used a couple good letters or not. So this first word that we use really counts. We should really use some vowels in it. I'd like to use 2 vowels in the word, and some really high end consonants like R, S, and T. All right, S is gone, so R, T, and L, or R, T, and N. These are letters that are in like every word or something. So, but I have to spell a 5 letter word for this. So let's go. Let's go. We can, any word will do. We just should use 2 vowels in it. So, and it's got to be 5 letters. It's got to be 5 letters. Nope. Nope. Trace. That's seen. No, I can't use the A. The A is gone. I think the A is gone. I think that's why it's dark. Is that right? Basically signifying that those letters aren't in it. How about George like that? What does it say? Letters not found? What about crime? The E is the only thing I hit right there. So dark letters are out. So now we know that C, R, and I and M are not in the word. So extra. Can't, the R and the A are already used. David, thank you for helping. Thank you for helping. Guys, I'm sorry if I missed you getting you moderator. I can't scroll up and down in this game. I can't scroll up and down in the game. All right, so we got to choose a different word. Let's go. Come on, Mitchley, throw in help out. All right. What about towel? Does towel work? Towel. Bingo. All right, the E, I failed right there, and I should have realized the E goes last, but we did find an L. We found an L somewhere. And so a lot of words end with LE, and a lot of words begin with L and end with E. There's no I, though. Look, there's no other vowels. Oh my God. What word is this? How can there not be any other vowels? Now there's still a U. There's still a U. How much you want to bet U is in the word? Oh, yeah. So, what word has a U in it and ends with E? You say leave, L, E, E, V, E, E. No. Hold on. V, E, E. Now, that does sit there, all right? And you think they'd screw me around like that if they? I'm about to burn a whole choice on this, and I only got 2 more after this. You sure? You sure that's the one you want to go with, David Allen? Maybe we should revise our choice here, and instead of using the E so many times. Yeah, you do. Come on, let's work together here. You got this. All right. So we know E is part of it, and that's still the only, well, besides L. All right. So what about Apple? Mm-hmm. No, A is not part of it, right? A is not part of it. What about lodge? He says lodge. Lodge. O is not acceptable. Ledge. He says ledge. Ledge. Go. That's a great word. Thank you. Oh, good. All right. So we have all except one letter. And we know that E goes at the end. Is it sled? Nope. Russ, give me a hand here. Russ, give me a hand. Somebody help me here. We have one missing letter, We know the E goes at the end, and we know the rest of the word is comprised of LE. What's that? Leads? Nope, no A. Ludes? Ludes? All right, cubes? Could it be cubes? Nope, we can't use the C. Is it dudes? Nope, we can't use the S, right? We can't use the S. Doodle, no, the E's got to go at the end, right? Hold on, let me go back here. I can't think right now. Russ, use your brain, dude. It's not even early. It's 8. You've been up for some hours, my dude. Yeah, you've been up for some hours. So, deal? Nope, no A. Duel? Duels? No S. And it doesn't end with E. Pledge? What about pledge? No, there's no G. Plead? What about plead? Plead? No, it ends in a D. Actually, I fell back asleep. Yeah, this is boring. Probably need to find a new game that's not as boring as this one. uh, oh, God. I can't be stuck on this hurdle, dude. I can't give up on this hurdle. Vlad, deal. Come on, man. Not here. Not here. Somebody has to know the next word here. Somebody has to know the next word. Oh, earlier, pass back up. That's good for you. I can't do that. I wish I could do that. All right, there's no time limit, I don't think, but today's hurdle is hurdling me. There's not anybody even helping. Okay, Batman. Yeah, not exactly right. Feud. What about feud? No, doesn't end in an E. Master Bruce, what's up? Mark A. Houston, what's cracking? I wish I could figure out this word, dude. Do you have any input on this situation, Mark? You see, we know that E is the last letter, and we know the rest of the 5-letter word is comprised of D, E, and L. And then down on that keyboard, we got some choices and some letters that we can use. That's the ones that we can use, the ones that are still illuminated. So, what is that? Quaid? Nope. L, does it start with an L? The L is not in the right spot. Orange just indicates that it's not in the right spot. So if that ain't in the right spot, and we only have one more letter, oh, no, no, it can't be bleed. It can't be bleed. I'm no help. I'm in the back cave. So bleed looked like it might be kind of working, but that clearly doesn't work because the E is not at the end. So if you look above, you can see the word crime. And our first word was shank. The next word was crime. So let's see here. Let's see here. Like we got to be kind of right. I am clearly no help either. And Mitchley is not adding any input to this situation here. I have absolutely a huge lack of what to do here. All right, so let's see here. Words that end in E, but do not begin in L. All right, all right. And I have one more word letter that I can use. There's no word like that coming out. Here we go. Let's see here. So it doesn't say that we can't use E twice. So that's one thing to take note of. Whatever it is, it can end in EE. Delve. That's a fantastic choice. Let's see. And it does work. I bet that's it. That's not it. That's not it. The V is not it. The extra E does not go there either. That was a fantastic try first, though. The fantastic try first. Hannah, come on, help us with your smartness. All right, so the word is not delve. It's not crime. Elude. Elude. Bingo. Bingo. Look at David. Look at David helping me cross hurdles. All right, elude. And again, we got the L and the E, and they are in the right spot. So it looks like we got a fresh round, and they're telling us that U and the D is not part of this gig. There you go, Batman. Yeah, no, great work. I was like, this sucks. So let's give it another try here. Let's give it another try. The L is in the right spot. So whatever word we use, it has to be something L, and it has to end in E. Please. Nope. That E. Well, yeah. What about please? Please fits that? No. Please is not long enough. Place. That works too. And it gets an A on the board and that C. Let's find out. Let's find out. All right. Those letters do not exist. So something L. Stanley, thank you for pitching in. Appreciate that. Algae. A does not exist. A does not exist. All right. So letters, words that start with something L. Something L. All right. L has to be the second word. Globe. Globe. Does that apply? We can get the O on the board, get rid of G and B at the same time. Globe. That's a reasonable option. Let's go with it. Bingo! Bingo! Stanley's in the fucking house. That's not it, Stanley. All right, Stanley. Sorry. Sorry, Stanley. What other letter can go right there though? So it is a yep, it's gotta be glove. Is that right? Is that right? Is that the only one? It can only be glove. What else is there? What else could be there? I think that's got to be it. Let's go with that. He nailed it. Great work, sir. Great work. We got over that hurdle. You're about to help me to get over today's hurdle, the last one. Oh, wow. We got love is here. All right. All right. All right. What's it going to be here? What's it going to be? We know L, O, V, and E are in the word, but they're in the wrong spots. What about no, level's not it. It doesn't utilize the O. It's not level. It's not level. What is the word? L, O, V, and E are definitely in the word, but not in the right order there on the screen. So we need a word that has L, O, V, and E in it, but not in those locations. None of those letters can match location. Yeah. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? None of those letters can match location. He says novel, novel, novel. That's as good a guess as any. Let's go with it. Novel, novel. Well, so all we need to do is find the right letter for the first one now. Everything else is in the right spot. So there's no wobble, rovel, tovel, povel, hovel, hovel, hovel. Is that a word? Is that a word? Jovel, bobble, zovel. None of the other ones make any sense. So we're going to go with hovel. Hovel. Enter. Bingo. Nailed it. What is a hovel? Stanley. What is a hovel? Stanley will tell us what a hovel is. All of the words we got right. The O and the E are in the right location. I have to use the U and the O, and I think the word is house. Nope, it's not house. Hovel is in dump. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. All right, so that O is in the right spot though. And for whatever sake, it feels like we only get two choices here, guys. So we have to like be good. Now, O, U, and E make up the word. E is the final letter, and O is the middle letter of the word. What is your word? The ones that are dark, of course, are not usable. And the ones that are highlighted there are still up for use. Just remember placement of your O. So, was it clove? No, V isn't used. Anything above up there that is still dark, like shank, none of those letters are part of it. A rose. Nope, A is not used. Close though, close. So something R-O-S-E. Nope, S not used either. So only from the letters that still exist on the keyboard, and the O and the E gotta be in place. It doesn't mean that you can't use two E's there, but I don't know any of those words. So let's see, something O. So we can still use the I. Let's see here. Booze. B-O-O-Z-E. It does fit. All right, final go here. Let's see what happens. Maybe they give us one freebie or something after this. So let's just figure out what it could start with. P something, P-R-O, prove. What about prove? Nope, no V. Nope. Prow? Is prow even a word? What about W-E? Something O-W-E. Something O-W-E. What is that? The E is in the right spot, but you can use more than one E. Prove. We cannot use the V, sir. We cannot use the V. The V down at the bottom is darkened. Prowl. That seems right. L can't be at the end, sir. All right, so the green are in the right spot. And then the only letters available are the ones on the keyboard. So prowl, but what other word is there? Coral, crawl, or crow? What about C-R-O-W-E? Is that a word? Is that a word? Is that a word? It's not crow, bro. So, quote. That seems like a good option. Quote. Bingo. Stanley in the house. Stanley's smart, dude. We're going to get Stanley on the team. We had total tries 1. We had a 100% success rate. Look at that. Hurdle success rate 100%. Best score 9,700. Look at our failures and stuff. We don't want to share this. Exit that. Yes. All right. All right. Great work, people. Great work. Let's find out what the is of wonders. This is by play button. Oh, this is so great. Swipe the letters of the word act. Ah, okay. Okay, what then, cat? Oh, wow. Okay, okay. Congrats. Level 2. Net. 10. Oh, gosh. All right. Maybe it's timing it or something. Now, if you get stuck, you can use a hint, okay? What is it? 1. Yep. Own. Yep, 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 yep. I'm as smart as a third grader. You got this, guys. What? Opt. Now, opt is a word. What just happened? So now we can use whatever. Ah, okay. We can use whatever words. We don't have to do the whole circle. Okay, 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 okay. The shuffle button can help you find words faster. What's there, a shuffle button? How do you shuffle them? How do you shuffle them? Where's the shuffle button? That button is like hidden behind stuff. You can't really get to it, I think. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There's the shuffle button. Can help you find words faster. What word? Easy. Uh-uh. All right, people. We're ending this live stream. Thank you all for coming. Stanley, Dave, let me get you taken care of. Next time y'all are in, you can reach out to these other folks. Good to have you all. Thank you very much. Russ, appreciate you. All right, yep, y'all are taken care of there. And I am gonna shut this stream down. Y'all be good. And we'll see you next time. Rodriguez. Sorry I missed you there. What's up, man? Hope you're doing good. We'll see y'all.